Welcome guys to Nathan and Sherelle. I'm going to be doing another video. I got a comment from, I believe, maybe a subscriber. The question was, how do I communicate to God? And as a non-Christian, how does He speak to me? In the first video that I made, which was how to make it to heaven, you can still follow those steps. The second question and the answer to that is, how does God speak to you? This is the way that God speaks. These are the four ways God can actually speak to you. There are more, but these are the four ways God can speak to you, Christian or non-Christian. The key though to God responding to you is to open yourself up to God's presence. Open yourself up to God. What do I mean by that, Nathan? So if I want to get an answer from God, I need to sit down. I need to pray. Praying is just talking. How I'm talking to you guys now, that is how you talk to God. That is the simplest way I'm going to put it. You need to talk to God. Yeah. And like I said, open yourself up to God's presence. Sit down, talk to God, and read His word or listen to music. Sit down and just talk to God. That in itself is opening you to hearing God's voice. Yeah. Now, four ways God can speak to you. Number one is God will speak through His scripture, the Bible, His word. When you read the word, it gives you a lot of counsel, direction, and it also, when you look at scriptures, it is very encouraging, especially Psalms. Psalms is a book that can actually help you to pray, but it is so encouraging as well. Number two, God can speak to you through gospel music. Not just any music, but gospel music. Number three, God can speak through people. Someone can stop you on the corner street and talk to you about God. I'm sure you understand what I mean. God can speak through people on social media, all sorts of things. Number four, God speaks through dreams. Now those are the four things. Remember though, to open yourself up to the presence of God, and to do that you need to be in the place to receive God. Now, if I was to give you an example, I can't expect to know God or to know His voice without putting in some sort of work, without putting in some sort of time to get to know Him. It's like everything, if you want to know how something works, you have to get in it and know it for yourself. And once you do that, no one can tell you anything otherwise. Now there's three people in the Bible that you need to look at, because it gives a great example of how God spoke to these three people. There are more. One person is Samuel in the Bible, David, and Saul. Now, go in Google, type that in, and it will show you some scriptures of how God spoke to these individual people and how their lives were, and it's great. Now those are just examples. It doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. What I mean is it's going to happen to you. What I mean is, it doesn't mean God's going to talk to you in that way, but these are just examples. So if you want to hear from God, if you want to begin to know God more, literally start by praying. You may not hear from Him on the night, but keep building up that communication, that dialogue with God. And when you start to do that, things will change. Read the Bible and I guarantee you will feel different. Type in Google encouraging Bible scriptures. Just start off like that. Start off with the basics. Pray and talk to God. even about what you're reading, even if it doesn't make sense. Lord, what does this mean? What does it mean? I hope that helped, guys. I hope that helped. Again, I really want to hurry up and respond to this comment, just in case people are other people are wondering, how does God speak to me? I've given you 4 steps. Now, there's a scripture that says faith without works is dead. Now I've given you the outlayer of how things work. Now put in the practice, put in the work, get to know God, speak to Him, communicate with Him. Guarantee you something will happen and something will change in your life. God bless you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Honestly, I hope that really did help. I want to make this brief, this video. I didn't want to make it too long because I know sometimes people's attention span is not that great, but I wanted to give you the basics and the tools without making it complicated. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.